Hey everyone, thanks for checking out our new review on the Storm INCITE. Brand new ball from Storm that I think we're both pretty excited about. First asymmetric ball in the master line in a while.
Yeah.
We're also going to do a continuous video like we did with the Reality. Let us know in the comments if you like it or not, or if you like the other version better.
The INCITE comes at 3000 grit. It features our new tensor core. It uses the R4S hybrid reactive cover stock, and it smells like cherry vanilla.
Yeah, so this is the R4S. Hasn't been used since like the Street Fight, and I don't know if I've ever thrown another ball with this on it, so I'm excited to see what it does. We're going to compare it to a Phase 2 and a Rubicon, because it's kind of that same design feature where it's supposed to mimic a strong asymmetric, or a strong symmetric ball, sorry. So it's going to be interesting to see what it does versus the Rubicon.
Let's get going.
So let's see how strong this ball is. I'm not sure how much hook to expect really. Wow. More hook than I thought.
Yeah.
More hook than I thought.
Wowzer.
I don't know about you, but I think this is probably one of the best smelling bowling balls we've ever come out with.
I mean, they're all good, Darren, but no, this one smells
Okay, let's
pretty
be honest,
good.
they're not all good. Most of them are really good.
Most of them are
There's
pretty
been a
good,
few
yeah.
that aren't my favorite, let's say that. But this is like Dr. Pepper. Wow.
That was a good shot.
Really good.
Yeah.
Stronger than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
If you guys watched the Reality video, I'm almost as far left as I was with those big, strong ASIMs. Probably somewhat due to just this cover's a little more responsive, being hybrid and R4S is pretty strong. But covering more boards than I thought, but went through the pins really well for covering that many boards.
That was good.
That one got a little flat. That one kind of stood up and stopped. Didn't get it to the dry quite as quick. But overall, two pretty good shots there.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, let's see what it does for you.
Okay.
It didn't quite get there, but I mean, got that pretty wide. Got around that one better. That was better.
It's better.
You got around that one a little more.
Yeah. Throw one more.
Yeah, it's a little stronger than I thought it was going to be originally. It's the Rubicon isn't overly strong, even though it's as strong as a strong symmetric would be. This is, I think, a little bit more. It kind of bridges that gap a little more between the really, really strong symmetric balls and the big asymmetric balls. It kind of falls in the middle a little better, I think.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing so far. The Omega Crux kind of did that as well, but I think this is kind of similar to that, but it reminds me almost of the old Lock. That was pretty.
Felt better, yeah. I think too that this ball is going to be really, really good for like blending out those tough medium patterns that are kind of over under.
Yeah, exactly. It's I mean, mine's pinned down, and it's kind of like a strong pinned down symmetric used to be. That's what you would use it for.
Yeah.
And they've definitely got it right with this, where it does that same kind of thing. So let's see what it's like compared to a strong symmetric right now, just really see. I'm gonna throw the phase 2, see how much different it is. Same line, fresh surface on the phase 2. Phase 2's pin up, but I mean, it's just gonna respond a little quicker because of that.
Wow.
Yeah, so you see, that's the fresh surface of the phase 2. I did a surface change on it to match the intense INCITE, and it definitely read earlier. That's a good example too of how the misconception of pin up versus pin down. This phase 2 is pin up. It actually saw the lane earlier than the INCITE did, and the INCITE's pinned down. So that doesn't necessarily determine whether the ball is going to go longer. It just responds quicker, is a better way to put it, I think. So that's pretty good. So strength-wise, they're pretty similar. I think. I think you're going to see a little more difference for Haley than you will for myself. But I think strength-wise, they're pretty close. Let me throw one with the INCITE just to see if we can see right behind it the shape difference. Okay, so it's somewhat the pattern going away too, because that read earlier than the phase 2 did actually.
Yep.
But you can see, even though that didn't strike, the INCITE's a little rounder, where the phase 2 is a little cleaner, a little more defined shape. So I'm curious to see, for you, how much different they are. For you, I'd have expected with a little bit lower rev rate. I think the phase 2 is going to hook a little less than the INCITE.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Wow.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. I love the phase 2. I think we both love the phase 2, actually.
Yeah, I definitely like mine.
Yeah.
So maybe just a little bit more definition at the break point, where that one's the phase 2 kind of stands up and rolls a little more forward, where the INCITE has a little more energy retained down lane.
Yep.
That's the only difference I really see. That little bit bigger core, a little bit bigger engine is just helping it get through the pins at the back of the pattern a little more.
Right.
But overall, really close.
I'm going to try and make a small move and just see. Even I went 2-in-1 right with my feet and my eyes, and it was just a little bit...
A little too strong.
Too strong, yeah.
So yeah, they're going to be pretty close together.
Yeah.
Now, let's see what it's like compared to a Rubicon. I'm interested to see the difference. So my Rubicon, this one's pinned down. A little less surface on it than the INCITE, so it's going to be weaker, but I think it's going to also be a little bit smoother. So I'll start in the same spot and see what it does in comparison to those two. So yeah, it was just a little rounder throughout the whole lane. Week 10. One of my least favorite hits. I don't like leaving week 10s. I like when something flies at him and hits him instead. So let's go. Let's go 2 right, just to see if we can get that 10 out. So still barely got the 10 out, but that's a lot better.
Yeah.
So the Rubicon's going to be a little bit weaker overall than the INCITE is, I think, with a similar layout. I mean, obviously layout's going to make a difference and surface is going to make a difference, but I think as a general rule, it's just going to be a little bit smoother, and the INCITE's going to be a little more angular down lane, but they're going to be pretty close to each other.
Yeah. I actually have one more ball that I want to compare.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, fancy that. I said it kind of reminds me of this ball. This is one I haven't seen in a while, and I have one in my basement, and I refuse to get rid of it. That's an original.
Refuse to get rid of it too.
That's an original lock, folks.
This is my old
Faithful.
faithful friend that I will never get rid of.
So this is going to be really interesting because I'm definitely interested to see how close they really are.
Yes. All right. Better not screw this one up now.
Yeah, you love the ball so much. You hyped it up now. You got to make a good shot. And that's why it's Old Faithful.
Love that ball.
That looked a little bit slower maybe, but not much. Like, I think this is like maybe the modern day version of a lock.
Yep.
So if you like the lock as much as the two of us did, INCITE might be something to look at.
I'll give it one more.
Yeah, give it one more. We can't just throw one with the ball. Like it's. Oh, she's locked in, folks. Was that too corny? Locked in?
Yeah,
that was
you're a
pretty
little
bad.
cheesy,
That was pretty bad.
That's okay. I expect it from you.
I do too. It's fine. Thank you guys for checking out our review on the new Storm INCITE. If you guys like this, make sure to let us know in the comments, or if you like the old format better, let us know if you like that. Maybe we can do both. Mix it up a little bit. Let us know what you think.
And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bells. Thanks for watching, guys.